I'm going to take some scrap wood. This is 1 foot portions. These are pretty much the same as the ones that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. But I had some old wood in my garage that I cut up to get rid of. And this is a great project for that. What I want to do is make a hanging number 4, like a giant 4. And this chunky wood I thought would be perfect. So I measured out an angle for the top of my 4, took it to my saw and cut that down. And I'm not using my miter saw like to miter. I'm just kind of cutting exactly where I need to cut and taking it and cutting it right where I need to cut. A little bit easier. For this part, I'm going to also cut it above and below the middle part of the 4. I want it to all sit flat because it's not thin. So I'm going to cut around that middle section too with a top part and a bottom part. I also don't want my 4 to be this long, so I'm going to cut this part over here down a little bit too. So I just kind of take it piece by piece, taking it back and forth to my saw. If you were going to do this with like some paint stir sticks or some Dollar Tree rulers, you might be able to layer them on top of each other more, but since this wood is so chunky, I really wanted everything to lay flat, which is why I cut everything down to size. The next thing I'm going to do is stain the top of my wood with some Antique Wax by Waverly. I'm going to leave the sides unfinished, and I only wanted to stain the top. So I stained that, and then I wiped off the excess with a baby wipe to give me a medium stain on this. I want it to look very rustic. And the reason I'm staining it before I put it together is because I'm going to use hot glue to attach it together. And I know the hot glue will definitely interfere with my stain if I get it anywhere where I need to stain. So I decided to stain my pieces first because I've made that mistake before. So time to put it together. I use Gorilla Glue hot glue. It works pretty good for wood, but you could always use wood glue if you were concerned about the strength of this. It seemed to do pretty well. This is how I hot glued mine together, just piece by piece here. And I really love how this 4 turned out. I was considering writing July on it, either across or down one of the beams, but I really liked the simplicity of it. Even without the word July on there, I think I liked it better. Now I'm going to make mine hanging using ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this thinner ribbon. I love this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. But since there's more wood on the left side than the right, I do have to kind of move it over a little bit. I can't hang it right there at the corner. Otherwise, it's not going to hang straight. So I need to hang it right about here. So I just kind of have to figure out a way to do that. And then I want to make a patriotic bow for the top. I found that right about here was the sweet spot. So I pull it around, pull it tight, and I'm using my staple gun to staple that to the back. This wood is so thick, I can definitely use my staple gun on that. And I'm going to have it go up like that and loop and come back down. So I also used hot glue just to kind of make my ribbon stay in place. I'm going to loop it like this. This ribbon's going to be hanging out of my patriotic bow. And I really love the fact that it's almost like a burlap color in it. It's really pretty. So I loop that. I use my staple gun again to attach that to the back and cut off the excess ribbon. And that way it will hang level. So kind of see if you're making this, where exactly you need to hang that if you're going to hang it. So yours will hang flat. For the bow, I'm using the flag ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I just pinch it, do 2 loops, 2 tails, very easy little bow. And then I'm just going to tie that off. And I'm going to also tie that to the hanger like that. I think that's really festive. I think making your own bow like this is even prettier than the ones that are pre-made. I just take some twine and tie it off here in the center, trying to make sure my loops and tails are about the same, and flip that over, tying it off again. I can then tie that onto the hanger that the 4 is going to be on. But first I'm going to dovetail my ends here just by doing it all in one step, folding them and cutting that down to size. You could also make a base and make a standing sign, but I found that the sign was a little too thick to use this as a leaner or anything like that. So that's why I wanted to make mine a wall hanging. This could also be a really cute door hanging for the 4th of July. Once I fluff up my bow, I'm going to go ahead and put the ribbon over the top of it like this because it's a little bit decorative, right? So that will cover up the twine that we used to make the bow. And then we can also use that same twine to tie this off as well. I probably should have made mine even longer because then I could have made my hanger with it because I did have to go back and add a hanger to it so that I can hang this on the wall. But I love the way it's looking. I'm just going to use another piece of twine and feed that through the twine that we just tied on there, and then tie that off to make the hanger. Super easy to do, and I really love how this turned out. I wanted to add the word July, and then I was like, if I add it and then I regret it, then I'm not going to be able to take it back. But I am going to distress it a little bit. So I used just a little bit of white acrylic, working in the direction that the board originally went. I just distressed that all over just to give this a little bit of a primitive vibe as well for this DIY. And I think it turned out really cute. I think it has a lot more character than buying a giant wood for. And just using some scraps from my garage. The only thing I had to spend money on was the ribbon from the Dollar Tree.